In this video, we're going to continue our discussion of scripted actions and the new capabilities available around scripted actions in Nerdio Manager for WVD version 2.9 and newer. Previously, scripted actions that were either Windows scripts or Azure runbooks that are VM specific could be run on desktop images, but they could not be run on desktop image VMs directly. Let me explain what I mean. In Nerdio Manager, there is two objects that are involved in a desktop image management process. There is the VM that is used to manage the image, and then there is the associated image, whether it's an Azure managed image or an image version that resides in a shared image gallery. In both of those cases, the process works as follows. The user powers on the image VM, logs into it to make changes, and then once the VM changes are made, then you click the button that says set as image, and that power off and set as image is going to take all of those changes that were made inside of the VM and commit them to an image. Now, the way that process works is as follows. To avoid the sysprep limitation of 7 or 8 syspreps on a VM, the image VM itself is never sysprepped. Instead, the VM gets cloned first. That clone powers on and runs sysprep automatically. Based on that successful sysprep completion, that VM is captured as an image, and that cloned temp VM is then deleted. Now, when running the set as image command and attaching a scripted action to this operation, for example, if I want to install let's say 7-zip on my image, the important thing to note is that this operation, this installation will run on the clone of the desktop image, and it will not run on the image VM itself. So what that means is that the image that will be generated will have 7-zip on it, and any session host's provision from that image will also have 7-zip on it. But if you were to power on this development image by clicking this button right here, you would not see 7-zip there. And the reason for that, again, is because the clone was made from the development VM. That clone had 7-zip installed. It was then sysprepped and packaged and captured as an image, and it was eventually deleted. But the installation was never done on the original VM. All of this background is just to tell you that there is now a way to run scripted actions directly on desktop image VMs. And the way that that's done is very simple. You select the dropdown next to desktop image VM right here. You select the run command option. You choose the scripted action you want to run. For example, if you want to apply desktop optimizations, if you want to install Chrome, if you want to install Teams, or do any of these other scripted actions you want them to execute, this is actually going to be executed on the VM itself. So any future packaging of that VM is going to include the application. So now the ability to run scripted actions can be done both as part of the set as image flow, which happens on the cloned VM and is not on the original VM, or it could be done through the run command option from the drop-down action menu on the image VM itself. Hope you found this useful, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos.